Hello everyone, welcome to the Counsel Code, a podcast series from Volody. I'm 𝐀𝐿𝐿 𝐶𝐵, VP of Sales and host of this podcast. Volody is a leading legal tech software company started in 2016, and our portfolio of solutions includes contract lifecycle management, litigation management, and insider trading software. This podcast series aims to offer the legal community a valuable insight through the conversation with the top legal experts. We will explore their professional journey, learnings, challenges, and strategies, as well as their viewpoints. We believe that this series will serve as a rich resource for our audience. Today we have Monika Sachdeva Arora with us. Welcome, Monika.
Hi, everyone.
Monika is a law graduate and has around 20 years of rich experience in the legal field. She is currently acting as a head of legal and compliance for Mahle, a German automotive part manufacturer. Monika started her legal career with Lawrence Associates, New Delhi. Then she has been working experience with Emirates shipping line as a legal manager with Continental Engineering. Monika has been recognized as top 100 general counsel for the year 2022 and 2023 by BW Legal World. Monika's specialties include general corporate matters, IP laws and customs, contracts and compliance management, merger acquisitions and corporate governance, and legal administration. Thank you, Monika, for taking time out to join the podcast. Looking forward for a good conversation.
It's my pleasure, 𝐀𝐿𝐿. Thank you for having me here.
So, Monika, my first question to you is that how did you get into the field of law, and how did you tackle the first 90 days in the new role?
See, 𝐀𝐿𝐿, as a child, I had a mind that was, critical thinking and argue on things if I did not get a satisfying answer to any query or question. I had many judges and advocates in my paternal family. My father was also a law graduate from Delhi University, which often, led to legal discussions on various topics in the house. And that was the reason I had, leaning towards law. I was passionate and chose to be in a corporate law as it, gives a flavor of handling various new issues from time to time. And, we go across various industries and get the flavors of different kind of laws and claims and matters to handle with. Giving you an intellectual stimulation and constant learning opportunities. That's what keeps me motivated. So handling the corporate legal department these days is a mix of litigation, arbitration, contract management, compliances, policy framework, M&A, IP, to name a few. And that's what, keeps me going. So, yeah. And, if I talk about the first 90 days of starting a new role, I try to, understand the industry type, the various applicable law and related risks beside understanding the organization, its policies, the various internal processes and culture. This, really helps me to fit in my role more aptly and manage my work more effectively.
Correct, that's it. And that's again, it's very interesting because for anybody actually to having understanding what company they are into, what their business are into, it's very essential for everybody to understand that, and then basically modify or basically adapt yourself actually to the situation is very important.
That's right.
Yeah. So again, the first 90 days are of course been challenging for most of these general counsels who are taking new roles. Organizations, basically, there are multiple stakeholders in the organizations. Okay. So how did you work and support the internal stakeholders at the CXO levels and a function like sales, finance, procurement, and HR teams?
For me, it is, really challenging because major part of my career, I have single-handedly taken care of all the legal issues for my organization that, I've worked for. So any and all legal queries from various, departments were addressed to me. So I try to provide the legal support to the management by advising them on various compliances with applicable laws and regulations, and provide them with the legal insights into various M&A and risk management activities that we involve from time to time. And there is a legal assistance that we provide to the procurement department by standardizing frequently used contracts and service agreements, so as to streamline the legal review and approval of the documents on a timely basis. Legal support to the finance department is also provided by reviewing various banking agreements, lending and/or the various capital raising activities, drafting the intercompany agreements, to name a few. So yes, different departments keep coming to the legal department, and we try to help them out in all possible manner and support them for timely completion of the various deadlines.
That's good. See, earlier I always seen, the legal has been considered as an isolated or a cost function, but now the things have changed now. You have to work actually at the board level, CXO level.
Yeah.
And you are basically the responsible for every legal matter or compliances or regulations. So can you share your few notable experiences, challenges and process changes you have brought into while working with the organization like Mahle, Emirates and Continental Engineering?
So there have been quite a few challenging experiences, but yes, to start with, to save on time, I try to prepare set of templates for the legal documents which are required on frequent basis, like standard contracts, the various letter of indemnities, the leave and license agreement, the NDAs, the various undertakings that we require. While I was working with Emirates and CSAV earlier, in the earlier phase of my career, we had to give quite a lot of LOIs and undertakings to the customs. So I tried to finalize on the template so that the departments don't need to come to the legal department every time they have to provide the undertakings. So it really saved on time. I have dealt with many high-stake litigations and arbitrations with positive verdicts in favor of the organization that I have worked with. So one such challenging matter was where a petitioner had obtained an interim injunction order from a high court in India against the organization I was working with. When the order got vacated after our positive inputs and the support from the external counsels, the petitioner moved to the division bench of the High Court. He also moved parallelly to the ICC arbitration. Then he moved to the District Court and Supreme Court of India for the reversal of the order. But all that was in vain, and at all places we got the orders in our favor. And that was quite challenging, because when you have a single matter going before different forums at the same time, it takes hell of a inputs from both the internal as well as the external counsel. So that was one such experience. Another one was when I was advised to solely handle a demerger for the first time along with the consultants, and ensuring that all the legal compliances are duly met and that there is a smooth transition from a JV business to a 100% owned business unit. So yes, these kind of challenges keep coming up and keeps us on the toes all the time. But yes, it is fun to be part of such transactions and such experiences, because every time you go through such things, you have new learnings.
Absolutely. So thanks, Monika. Actually, sharing your experiences actually working with these previous organizations. So my question is basically, how do you see the role of in-house counsel evolving with the rapid change of technology and regulations? And what are the business skills they should acquire?
So, Milan, under the ambit of globalization, technology changes, and new compliances being introduced frequently, the role of in-house counsels have definitely changed a lot in the past 2 decades. So, back in 2000s, when I had started my company, when I started my role as a general counsel, we would see that the companies could work without in-house counsels also, and those with in-house counsels were only taken them as legal advisors and to do the basic legal documentation and works. But today, the in-house counsels are seen as strategic business partners who are providing cross-functional collaborations with various departments to meet the compliance, legal and risk management in a holistic manner. So, in times to come, the role of in-house counsels would also include more and more focus on environmental, social, and governance considerations. AI is another important aspect. We have cybersecurity and data privacy laws, besides others that the in-house counsels are required to lay their hands on and be more active.
That's correct. And now, again, the question is coming actually, what role actually the outside counsels are going to play in the current situation. So how do you think that the major difference actually what do you think actually major difference between in-house counsel and as well as external counsel? And what are your views and approaches while working with these outside counsel?
See, in-house counsels are the one who know the in and out of all the cases and all the where we actually are while because we have direct contact with all the departments. We can lay our hands on what is the situation actually is, and to provide that information to the outside counsels, to the external counsels for taking the cases forward, be it compliances, be it in the litigation or arbitration matters. So it's a teamwork basically. Until and unless the in-house counsel are on their toes and provide the correct knowledge to the external counsels will not be able to provide the right results to the organization, what they are expected to. So it's teamwork, I guess, and both internal as well as external counsels are required to put in their best foot forward to achieve the desired results.
That's great. That's very important actually, because some are saying basically the outside counsel role is slowly going out because consideration of the new technologies like AI is coming in, and because Gen AI is coming in, basically that there is a lot of content generation is also happening actually with the technology, and as well as we have seen that in-house counsels are more understanding their business well, and so they are inclined basically understanding of their business well, as well as they also know what are the processes which has been adopted in the organization. So the role is, of course, we have seen in-house counsel role is of course going up actually, but simultaneously we are not discounting the role of the outside counsel as well actually. The role is of course very important as well, because there is lots of challenges actually related to litigations, regulations, and everything you have to manage actually now, right? So the role of the outside counsel is going to stay actually. That's what
expertise matters at the end, I guess. So yes.
Correct. So now when you're talking about technology, the AI is of course the hot topic in the legal fraternity. So how do you foresee the AI impacting the legal jobs in next 5 years, and do you see it as a threat or an opportunity?
I would definitely see that AI is the need of the hour. That would help the legal professionals to save on time and energy on the basic legal research, the drafting basic legal documents, helping the legal officials to stay abreast on the various fast changing compliances. So I would definitely not think it as a threat. It is definitely going to help the legal professionals, and if we see that it's not possible to entirely replace the humans in a complex world of legal and compliance, where I would see it as an opportunity rather than a threat. Yes, but embracing AI is also important. And this would help legal professionals to evolve over a period of time and remain competitive in the fast changing world of compliances and legal.
So we have always seen actually, AI is going to be some sort of co-pilot actually, supporting the legal counsel, interlegal counsel, as well as the legal fraternity. And again, we have seen right from the industry revolution, basically there are new technologies are always coming up, and they are always help the human crimes actually to support in a supporting role. So I always see basically that is also supporting technology or supporting role AI is going to play actually going forward. The different use cases which is going to come actually for the legal fraternity.
Yes.
All right, great. Again, we're talking about the contract management is of course one of the pivotal technology which has been used in the many organizations. So what is your opinion on the effectiveness of the contract management platform in modern legal departments?
I think contract management is something which is a handy tool for the legal department these days, as it acts as a central repository for all the contracts. It helps in tracking the important dates, important terms and conditions of various contracts, besides, reducing on time and efforts on negotiation and execution of contracts on one hand, and I guess compliance management on the other. So, I think it is important, and most of people have now started to lay their hands on such tools.
Yeah, I agree with you, Monika, actually, because contract partner management software basically has become inevitable part. Earlier it used to be a sort of nice to have solution, which is now a must to have solution.
Yeah.
And again, with the AI technology coming in, it basically provides a lot of help actually to the legal users. Actually, we have seen basically it not only helps basically to do some sort of pre-contract process where the auto redlining can happen actually automatically, as well as all of the obligation management post-contract basically can be managed through this AI tool.
True.
So definitely we have seen the contract management actually has evolved over a period of time. Actually, it's right rather from automation is now gone to a complete transformation process, and with AI is basically coming in, and we have seen there is going to be a big adoption actually as well. It's going to reduce the complete time actually doing all sorts of the review of the contract, negotiations, and actually post-contract compliance management. I will see basically a good kind of progress is going to happen going forward actually with the contract lifecycle management in many enterprises as well as the mid-sized organizations.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you also have a lot of experience actually into the managing the litigation field, right? So what are your thoughts actually in managing the complexities of litigations across different sectors, and how do you streamline the processes?
The managing litigation across various sectors comes with a lot of complexities. So first and foremost, I would say that understanding the industry-specific applicable laws and regulations and knowledge of industry-specific practices is a key to managing litigation across different sectors. Allocation of budget, time, and people, including both external attorneys as well as the in-house legal team members, is another important aspect. Then we also have to see that we need to prioritize the cases based on the risk assessment and the importance. Another important aspect while managing the litigation is that there is effective communication, regular updates, and collaboration between various stakeholders for particular litigation. So this helps to streamline. Litigation process can also be managed by having standard SOPs in place and templates for ensuring that compliances are managed with the legal requirements. We also try and conduct regular risk assessments for identifying potential litigation risks and taking timely actions to curb the same. clearly defining the roles and responsibilities of various stakeholders is also of utmost importance. And I think regularly updating the litigation MIS when you have loads of litigation coming in. So if you have a MIS in place and you regularly update that from time to time, this ensures that all the stakeholders are aware of, every milestone in all the ongoing litigations. And we also know that, what next is to be done from the legal team in that particular case. And we are taking timely actions for all those things.
So we always see the legal professional life is always been a very stressful and hectic. So what principle do you follow in your personal and professional career? And what strategies do you employ to maintain a healthy work-life balance?
First is I prioritize on things basis their importance and the risks that are involved. I ensure that whenever there is time in between, I try to take out time from my professional life and take a 3-4 days off to give time to the family. So this happens every 4 months, 3 to 4 months. I try to take 2 days off and 2 weekend Saturdays, Sundays, and we just take the family out to take out time and balance the professional and personal life.
Great, interesting. Any advice you would like to give to the young professionals who want to start their career in the legal field, and what skills and experience do you believe are crucial for the success?
See, I learned this quite late in my career, and based on my experience, I can vouch that networking helps legal professionals in their professional growth and knowledge sharing. I started that doing quite recently, but yes, this helps. And when you join, various professional legal associations, when you attend various industry events and conferences, and also when you connect on social media with the people to share knowledge and experiences and to, take their knowledge and experience, it definitely gives you a varied perspectives in different practice areas. And another thing is that, besides being passionate about law and maintaining high integrity and ethics, continuous learning for enhancing knowledge is a key to success for all the legal professionals out there. So even if I have 20 years of experience currently, I think still there is a room for learning. And I try and, do something or the other to keep myself occupied, to learn things every day is a learning experience. So I think learning is something that all the young professionals should never stop.
Great. So thank you very much for sharing your insights with us today. Is there anything else you would like to add before we wrap?
I think we spoke quite a lot, and we've covered most of the topics. So I think this would be it from my side.
All right. Thank you very much, Monika, for your time today, and have a good time today. Have a good time.
Thank you. Thanks, Milen. Bye.